Wonder what goes on behind the cameras in the making of a movie. The tremendous amount of work that gets done in order to bring entertainment to your TV screen. Have you ever wondered what process does it take to make digital effects and 3D animation development? Today's guest will talk about these and other unique experiences which he encountered throughout the years. The Humanities Communication Art Department at Norwalk's Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. Now we join our host, David Testy, to meet the new directors.
Hi, thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes, working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will direct for different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their process throughout this semester. Our guest today is an experienced TV producer and graphic communication expert. He has done video, editing, filming, and 3D projects prior to this NPCC production of the TV course. We would like you to meet today's guest, Juan Pabon.
Thanks for having me.
Nice having you, Juan. Can you tell us about your experience in TV production and graphic communications before joining NCC's TV production course?
Well, yeah, first, before I decided to come into a TV production course at NCC, I actually had a lot of 3 years experience in both of the 3D animation and TV production courses at Greenwich High School. I went through a beginner, intermediate, and 2 years of advanced TV production over there, where I had to create actually projects like documentaries, walkthroughs. As we see in the video right now, this was a documentary that I had to do in order to show the other students know how the high school was back then during the 70s, 80s, and how it has changed until today. For this video, I actually used some digital effects, which made the video more interesting to watch. Some of the things that we have learned as the interviews and having the voiceover, his video. I mean, the voiceover, yeah. And then you can watch here more graphic animation, just putting titles on the graphics.
Oh, wow, this is interesting. What's this?
This is actually a project for the graphic communication class at Greenwich High School, which we had to come out with a 30 seconds walk through a house, 30 seconds animation of a house walkthrough, just showing what's around the house and while we creating a 3-dimensional world.
Wow, that's amazing.
And finally, this was actually one of the last projects I did before I graduated at the high school, in which I created 3 animations. I incorporated just combined the things I learned from the 2 classes, the 3 animation and the TV production.
Wow.
And I combined it to make a project and make it more interesting for the viewers. I entered this video for a contest, for a cable vision contest, in which I won one award for it. It's the Educational Access Award for high school level in 2006. And this actually got me more inspired to join, to come into a Norwalk Community College TV production course.
That's really amazing footage. You did a really good job in that.
Thanks.
So could you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
Well, since TV production has been actually my inspiration since I was a child, I used to watch movies and cartoons, and throughout the time I just gained more interest for it. Since I had the opportunity to join the course at the high school, which they offered. I took the courses and actually learned a lot from that. And I just didn't want to stop there. I just wanted to keep going and, you know, try to learn as much as I could. So that's what I came into the course at NCC.
So what are the most useful things that you learned throughout the course of NCC, TV production?
Well, even though if I had more experience before, actually I have learned a lot in the TV production 1 class here. We actually went through camera work, different camera angle shots, we learned about the camera itself, technical and mechanically, how it works and everything. I actually got to learn the new software, the video editing software, which I had never experienced before, and I've never worked with it before. And it's actually amazing.
It shows in your work.
Right, all the things you can do with it. And also we got into what film it's all about, you know, just incorporating film into TV production. And we actually learned the different concepts of a good composition, like balance, simplicity, reflection, all these types of things which make the picture more interesting.
That's interesting. Well, so far in TV production, you've done 4 projects. Can you
Right.
tell us about the Guns N' Hoses campus story, the New England Foliage Project, and your Academic Day Festival project?
Sure, we got to do actually different projects throughout this course, which I liked a lot because we had to put a lot of our time into it, and they were actually interesting projects. We got a lot of filming doing, for example, in the Guns N' Hoses. This was actually the first project we made in the class, which we were introduced to the new software. We learned about the 3-point editing, the different types of edits, applying digital effects to it, and all those kind of things. This is actually a sequence which we had to create using still camera shots and you know, trying to follow a sequence through it, trying to tell the story. We didn't have any sound to it. We included a audio sound, and basically, yeah, we had a lot of freedom doing this. You know, we got to do our own thing, our own ideas, just put it into it. And the most important was just trying to follow a sequence using still camera shots, which I think I got the concept and I learned a lot from it. The next video will show the New England season project.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Which we actually got to go outside and get footage of a spring season actually in New England,
Yeah.
which is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, these are really good shots.
And the most important thing about this video was actually applying the different concepts about a good composition, which as I said before, was balance, just simplicity, and other things like
Zooming in, zooming out.
exactly, just having symmetrical shapes in the
Yeah.
picture, which makes it more simple to watch and more enjoyable.
Really takes you in when you're watching.
Right. And I mean, it's amazing.
What's this right here?
This is actually the last project we got to do, which was to have to make a news report about the academic festival day here at Norwalk Community College. And the type of event that I covered was the art show in the West Campus, which, you know, you have some of the footage there that were exposed and everything. And some of the things was the interview of the different people and just having the voice over the pictures. And yeah, that was basically most of the projects that we did during the course.
Well, that's all very inspiring. Can you tell us about your best project so far?
Yes, the best project I think I did during the course of the class was the New England seasonal project, which I got to go, you know, out there and film the change from winter to spring. And besides the beautiful scenes that you get to see in the video, I actually applied most of the techniques that I learned for a good composition. As don't want to say it again, but I said it before. And I actually like the final product, which is going to be viewed by the teacher, in the future.
Yeah.
And well, basically in this one we didn't have any sound to it, just not the original sound, but we put an audio sound that went with the same flood of the video.
That's interesting. Well, of everything you've done so far in TV production course, what would you like to create next?
Well, like I said before, once I joined the TV production course at high school, I didn't want to stop there. I just wanted to keep going. So what I'm planning to do is just, after I finish the different levels in TV production here at Norwood Community College, I would like to go into a 4-year college and keep going. But I would like actually go into what the 3D animation is and visual arts and motion graphics, which will be my next goal.
Well, that's very interesting, Juan. Well, today we got to meet someone who shared with us his experience in TV production, as well as graphic communication arts, and is planning to go into the next level in the field. As a new TV director, he hopes to apply what he has learned to NCC to document other travel and nature experiences. He also plans to use knowledge from TV1 to edit exciting travel videos in the future. We would like to thank Juan for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. We hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope we will continue to join us for each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
Directed by Nicholas Remen. I'm your announcer, Carlo Rico. The new directors is a Noah Community College student production.
Okay.